Hi Floss Tube, I'm Abby from bellastitch.com. I used to blog there. I don't blog anymore. The site is still live and my gallery is also there. I think my last blog entry, a proper one, was from 4 to 5 years ago. I don't remember. That's how long it's been. And the gallery hasn't been updated since about 2013. I should actually upload photos there. It's much easier to browse and have albums set up than just dumping everything on Facebook. But anyway, I will show you my finishes for 2016 as well as my whips. I am joining Stitch Mania. I have 2 projects started in May. I plan to start maybe 10 projects. Well, that's what I said. But then after unearthing all these whips, I don't know if that's such a good idea. But then what else am I going to do with my stash? So we'll see. There's no strict rules. I just stitch what I want to stitch. It's very random sometimes. So here we go. First finish of 2016 is Sweetheart Sampler by Blackbird Design. I stitched it on Country Mocha over 2 with Old Maid of the Heart silk by HDF. I really love HDF. I wish she didn't stop making the silks because it's really good. Her stuff was really nice, is really nice. So if you get a chance to buy HDF silk, grab it, buy it, hoard it, because it's gone. It's not being made anymore. This one, oh, I have notes. This one I started January 1st. And I did not write when I finished it. I didn't write it. But it finished quickly. I think about a week. So there's that. Blackbird Designs Sweetheart Sampler. There's another Sweetheart Sampler, also by Blackbird. It looks nothing like this. But, so they have 2 samplers called Sweetheart Sampler. Next is Sarah's Marking Sampler by The Good Huswife. Huswife. Oh, it's upside down. Okay. It is stitched on 40 count, 1/2 using DMC. I can't remember what the fabric is. It might be pearled barley. Probably not. But I will list all the materials in the description below. So Sarah's Marking Sampler. It's super cute. I put my name on the end there. Just small. I love the colorway on this one. Next is another Blackbird design called Spring Fling. Ta-da! I used the recommended fabric, Glen Ellen Blend, which I hear is hard to find. But I had it, I used it. I was worried that it wasn't going to be big enough. I don't like having small margins. I really don't. I like the idea of having a lot of exposed fabric when I frame. If I frame, I don't really frame. I stitch and it goes in a drawer. But when the idea of framing hits my head, I like it to have a lot of exposed fabric. So I subbed the recommended floss for the alphabet. They recommended avocado. It was too close to the fabric color, so I used, what did I use? I used spring grass instead of avocado. I also used cameo and oatmeal for the lighter color threads because I did not have what was recommended and I didn't feel like ordering it and waiting and waiting and waiting for two colors. So I subbed what was recommended on someone's conversion list. So there's that. Oops. I started this January 20th ish. And not sure when I finished it. But there's that. Next is another Blackbird design, a secret garden. I started on March 3rd. I really like this one. It is done on 32 count platinum Belfast with HDF Dragon Blood, 1 strand over 2. I really like the color. I was hoping to finish this on one of my husband's grandfather's cigar boxes. I thought it would look cute. I have one of these. And of course the idea to do that struck after I had started stitching. So I don't know if it'll fit. Let's find out now. Ah, it'll fit. Oh yeah, it'll fit. Neat. So it'll go in a box. Maybe I'll give it to Grandma. That'd be a cute present for Grandma, right? Do you remember Grandpa by? Sort of, but still have this pretty thing in one of his boxes. Maybe? What do you think? She might like it. I have given Grandma one of my stitchings. She hangs it in her dining room. But that'd be a cute trinket box. We'll see. Latest finish is another Blackbird design. It's bird in hand. I started it on, I don't have notes for this. Why don't I have notes for this? Oh, I started on April 6th and I finished on April 16th. I used Country Mocha, Zweigart, always Zweigart, and Turkey Red HDF, 1 strand over 2. I recharted this corner. I didn't like how it's charted. It drives me nuts that the corners look different. They just look different. But if you don't look at it too closely, well, my OCD, I can't, I don't know. But I'm not frogging it. And that's done. So that's that. I have 5 finishes so far this year. I plan on having more, hopefully. We'll see. So now on to whips. My first whip I thought was a finish. I really thought I was done with this project. I started this in 2008, I think. And I worked on it and I thought I was done. And about a couple weeks ago at Celebration of Needlework in Nashua, during show and tell, I brought this out and the stitcher said, "Oh look, you're almost done." And I'm like, what are you talking about? Almost done. It's done. I even showed it to Tracy Horner at Celebration in 2014. It's done. And she said, "No, you're missing a leaf. And there it is, the missing leaf. I am missing a leaf right there. It's supposed to be done already. It's not done. It's missing a leaf. So, I sold the chart already. But since it's a symmetrical design, and just copy off, what's that? Like 20 stitches or something. Copy that off. Hunt down my premium. The center circles are done in premium Midnight Rainbow. Also by HDF. I love HDF. I wish you didn't stop dyeing silk. And the outer circles are done with one strand regular Midnight Rainbow HDF. I like the contrast. I love working on premium instead of doing two strands. Two strands drive me nuts. I think my stitches look cleaner with one strand, but that's me. So that's that. Now it's a whip, and I need to finish that leaf so this can be called a finish once and for all, forevermore, never to be a whip again. Next is my card project, Alphabet Sampler by Birds of a Feather. Oh, glare. Sorry. It's super cute. This project stays in the car because ABC always bring cross stitch. It is done on 32 count raw linen, and I'm using just good old DMC. There is a third color. It's like a beigey color. The berry here will be that beigey color. So it usually stays in the car. I took it out of the car to make this video and also to work on a bit of the border last night. I didn't feel like stitching something new last night, so I worked on this instead. So that's that. And these whips are in no particular order. Next one is Long Dog, Rose Marquis. I love Long Dog. I have a bunch of her stuff. I want to stitch them all, but if I live to 300 and never slept again, I will never get to them all. But I can start them all. And I'm stitching it on, I believe this is light gray Jobalon. Is that how you say it? Jobalon? Using Premium Deep Ocean by HDF again. I like the texture. I love the back stitching. It's really cute. I haven't stitched on this in a long time, so I really need to get a rotation going so my poor projects don't get so ignored. Next is another Blackbird design, Rites of Spring. It's really cute. I am stitching this on, I don't know what this is, 32 count something. It might be cream. No, it's not cream. It might be flax. I'm not sure. But the gray swan is going to be done on DMC. Actually, the grays are going to be DMC, because I can't find... Well, no, I didn't want to buy the gas to do them. I should see if I have a Weeks substitute or an HDF substitute. But the dark gray is going to be DMC, and I'm fine with that. Oh, I started this, when did I do this? I started that March 31. So I work on it randomly, here and there, when the mood strikes. Next is another long dog. I don't know how to say that word. Pigalle. Love all the critters. Love the colors. I started this a million years ago. I started this at the old house when we were still renting. So I originally did it 1/2 with DMC. Oops. This is 35 count HDF linen. Yeah, she used to have linen too. It's a nice soft linen. Softer than Zygarde, but it's nice to stitch on. So it's such a shame she's not doing cross stitch stuff anymore. But I didn't like how it looked with one strand. So I flipped my fabric over and I started again on this corner because I didn't want to deal with frogging. I wanted to stitch. So I'll frog that other corner when I get to that side. This is what I've done so far. This is just all DMC. It's very cute. It's been ignored for years and years and years. But that's just how it goes. And I'll just have to find a spot on the rotation. How do you guys rotate anyway? I'm thinking maybe 1 week for each project. Maybe, but I don't know how that's gonna go because each week will be different schedule-wise. I'll just wing it. Next is ink circles. Blackstone Fantasy Garden. Awesome chart. I was inspired to start this when I saw Danny Bailey's Blackstone Fantasy Garden. Hi, Danny. I did mine 1/2 on 40 count white Newcastle. Zygarde. I used the recommended floss, just 1/2 instead of 2/1. I love 40 count fabric because I can use one strand. I really prefer one strand. It lays nicer, and my stitches look cleaner. Next is Bird Box by Her Royal Highness Jeanette Douglas. Hi, Jeanette. I'm sorry, I haven't stitched on this since the class at Celebration in 2014. It's awful that I haven't worked on it when it's such a cute design. I really love the trees. It's satin stitches. I can't wait to get there, but it's gonna take a while to get there since I've only done that. How sad is that? It's sad. It's really sad. That needs to jump the line, the rotation line. That's not established yet. Next is, you guys have seen this, my second Stitch Mania start. Simple Joys by LHN. I saw the stitched model at Celebration. I took a photo and my husband bought me the chart, the fabric, and the floss for this, as well as Fox Forest. Oh no. And the Forest Grew. I have that kitted up and ready to go for Mother's Day. So I started this on Mother's Day. And I stitched all the red bits first, and then I stitched the green bits. And then it would not line up. It would not line up. Why? Why? I counted 14 diamonds. 14 diamonds. They're all there. Why doesn't it line up? Why? And that's the wrong way. It's this way. It doesn't line up. Do you see why it doesn't line up? That's the wrong way too. See, I'm so good at this. I'm a professional. It's supposed to be this way. Can you see now why it doesn't line up? Can you see it? I'm doing this all wrong. It is this way. Anyway, that's why it doesn't line up. I missed a stitch. Right there. I'm missing a stitch. So, I don't care. I'm not frogging the whole border. Forget it. I will take out a row somewhere. Or there'll just be less space on the top or on the bottom. I don't know. Where do you think I should take the row from? I'm not too worried about it. Anyway, that's start number 1 for Stitch Mania. Oh, start number 2 for Stitch Mania. Start number 1, I can't show you. I cannot show you. The designer isn't sure if it's going to be released or not, but she let me have the chart, and I can't show you. I can't show you. When I'm done, I'm going to show her, and then if she decides that I can show it to you, then I'll show it to you. But for now, I can't show it to you. So there. Next is Alpha Blue by Courtney Glau of Courtney Collection. I am going to link on the description below her gallery. She has an online gallery filled with stuff that she stitched, and this lady must not sleep or started stitching when she was 3 years old, because she has stitched everything. Her own designs, which are massive, and she stitched Permanent's Adam and Eve in red, which inspired me to do mine in red. She stitched a whole bunch of long dogs. She stitched so many things. Anyway, I will link it in the description below. I am doing mine on 40 count flats using DMC variegated. Oops. This was my car project because it's a monochrome, but sometimes hospitals and oil change places don't have nice lighting, so I switched to one that's done on 32 count. Anyway, this is done with DMC 4240. This used to be easily available at like Joann and Michael's and stuff like that, but now I can't find it at the stores. Where do you buy your DMC variegated? I want to know. Who's hiding them? Why aren't they at the stores? So there's that. Next is another long dog. Do different. So I had my husband help me pick out colors for this, because otherwise I'd just stitch everything in red. I love the idea of having a red sampler wall. So we picked dark gray and red. So I did not have a lot of gray over dyed. So what I did was, based on photos, which never look like anything in real life, I ordered a bunch of grays from 1, 2, 3 stitch, and we decided on Belsois slate for the gray, and the red, the dark red, is HDF. Surprise. Exemplar, what's it called? Exemplar, oops. Exemplar Black Iris Button Bloom. That's a long name for floss color. That's what I'm using. And so when I finally picked slate, I ordered whatever quantity 1, 2, 3 stitch had left, and I didn't think it would be enough, so I ordered from, I think, Stitching Bits and Bobs. I asked Bobby what they had, and I ordered what she had in stock because I didn't want to wait forever and a day, because I acted basically like I was gonna finish this in a week. But I have all the floss I need. So when the mood strikes, I can work on that anytime. Oh, so I ended up with different dye lots, as you can see. So I'm trying to work with the different dye lots. So the outside bits are lighter, the darker parts are inside. So I'm trying to use it to my advantage. I think it looks nice. I like the effect. Next one is Houses of Hawthorne Hollow. I borrowed the chart from my friend Melissa Walker. This is the first house. I'm doing it on 32 count antique white, I think. And I'm using DMC. I'm going to stitch my whole name here. Well, not my whole name. I'm going to stitch, this work is mine, Abby LeMay, and the year that I'm going to finish it. I am hoping 2017, probably not. Maybe, yeah, 2017. That would be, we'll see. But I'm not stitching the year until I'm done with everything else. But this house is nice. I've stitched on this at the track. This project went to New Hampshire Speedway. It was easy to work on. Nice big holes, 32 count. Next, last whip. Well, it's not the last whip. I know I have another whip, a Quaker one. I can't find it, but I know I didn't throw that out. I threw out a bunch of older whips that I don't care for anymore, or like just stitched badly from a million years ago. But here's my Christmas present from my husband. Ava Rosenstad, Winter Wildlife, which is a companion piece to Autumn Wildlife, which was my birthday present in 2003. So why the long gap? Because I didn't finish Autumn until 2013. 2003 to 2013. But I worked on a million other projects in between. But you know, there's that. And it's still unframed. It's still unframed. I need to frame it. I should frame it. I just learned to pin and frame it. Take it somewhere to be framed. Anyway, I started this February 3rd. It's DMC on 20 count Permin linen. It is very, what's the opposite word for dense? It's that. It's loose. The weave is loose. Not too loose. Like, it's not wonky and moving around and stuff. But there. It's 3 strands over 2. It is massive, this project. Massive. But I have a lot done. And I use Q-snaps and I just move it around, and I use fleece around my work, in between my work and the Q-snap clamps. And I love working on this because I don't need extra light to see. 20 count. And I made a mistake on this one already. I fudged the duck. The duck, there's a stitch off or something. I don't care. So those are my whips. When I find the Quaker one, I have no idea where it is. When I find the Quaker one, I'll add it on the next video or something. I don't know what the next video will be. This is my first FlossTube video. I don't know where you guys get the list of questions, the tags. Where do I get the tags? What should be on the next video? I should do my Stitch Mania video. But that's that. Oh, and I'm wearing my Picard shirt. Oh, don't look at the mess. But that's my video. 31 minutes is long enough. I will see you next time. Bye.